All right, Bears fans, let's dive right into what's been happening with the Chicago Bears lately, because there's a lot to unpack, and it's shaping up to be a pivotal stretch for this team. First, let's talk about Kyler Gordon, because his health and availability have been major topics in recent weeks. Ben Johnson addressed the media earlier this week about whether Kyler could return this season, and the truth is, it's still uncertain. Gordon's injury, coming out of his latest game, didn't look great, and while there's hope for him to return, nothing is guaranteed. For context, Kyler is one of the best nickel cornerbacks in the league, and while he's missed some games in past seasons, this year has been rougher than most. He's only played 3 games this entire season, and even if he suits up for the Final Four, that brings him to just 7 games total. Fans understandably have a level of frustration, but there's been some overreaction in the discussion around his performance. Some comments suggest that he's never available, which isn't accurate. Before this season, he played in over 80% of games, consistently proving himself as a key piece of the Bears' defense. Injuries are part of the game, especially in the NFL, and soft tissue injuries like the one Gordon is dealing with require time and careful management. Trying to rush a player back too quickly can lead to re-aggravation, and that's something the team and coaching staff are keenly aware of. Despite the setbacks this season, it's not a reason to give up on a player of his caliber. Kyler Gordon is 25, dynamic, versatile, and a major asset in both coverage and run support. The Bears' secondary still has depth with players like Jalen Johnson, Deshaun Wright, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, and Tyreek Stevenson, along with standout performances from Jaquan Brisker and Kevin Bard. But having Gordon back sooner rather than later would open up a lot schematically for Dennis Allen, giving the defense a chance to really maximize its potential. Looking at the injury report for the team, it's actually one of the better reports we've seen in some time. Only Kyler Gordon and Travis Homer did not participate fully in practice, while players like Romaine Dunn, Tyreek Stevenson, and Zacchaeus had limited participation. Historically, when players are limited on Wednesday but ramp up to full participation by Thursday or Friday, it's a good sign they'll be ready for Sunday's game. This is especially important as the Bears prepare for a crucial matchup against the Cleveland Browns, a game that might not look challenging on paper but will require a full commitment from the team, particularly given the conditions at Soldier Field and the importance of maintaining momentum in the playoff push. The Bears have a chance to continue building on a season that has already been historic in many ways. Achieving a winning season after years without one is a step forward. But 9 wins alone are not enough to secure a playoff spot, so every remaining game has to be approached with intensity and focus. Securing 3 out of the Final 4 would practically guarantee postseason play, while 2 wins could still get the job done, but might require some help from other results. That's the reality of the NFL, and it's a challenge the team is clearly aware of. The performance against the Packers, while a loss, still demonstrated areas for growth and highlighted the importance of execution early in games. Defensive stops, capitalizing on opportunities, and limiting mistakes in key moments are all areas that could turn narrow losses into victories moving forward. Ben Johnson's mindset and leadership have been crucial throughout this season. His approach, emphasizing the importance of each game, preparation, and maintaining a competitive edge, has helped the Bears elevate their performance. Johnson, along with his coaching staff, including Dennis Allen and other key assistants, has been instrumental in developing both the young talent and the roster as a whole. The offensive line, defensive schemes, and the development of rookies and young players have all shown progress over the course of the season. Players like Azeez Ojulari, Era Chapillo, and others have stepped up and demonstrated they can perform at a high level, whether it's in pass protection, run blocking, or contributing to overall team success. Rookies and younger players, in particular, have benefited from the coaching staff's trust. When coaches put faith in these players and give them opportunities to grow and make plays, it pays off in both individual and team performance. That trust has been evident in how the Bears have managed rotations, utilized talent in key positions, and maximized depth across the roster. The combination of veteran leadership and emerging young talent has created a balance that allows the team to compete effectively despite some injuries. Caleb Williams, as an example, has also been highlighted for areas where improvement is needed, particularly in starting faster and sharpening focus during games. His growth and execution will be critical in helping the Bears maintain consistency on offense as they push toward the playoffs. The Bears' identity this season has been built around resilience, physical play, and smart, adaptable coaching. While the team hasn't always been the prettiest to watch, Chicago Bears football historically is not about aesthetics. It's about grit, toughness, and executing under pressure. Turnover from one year to the next, injuries and roster changes have all tested the team, but progress has been evident in both performance and strategy. The development of players like Shapillo and others in key positions shows that the team is on the right path. Advanced analytics back up what fans can see on the field, demonstrating growth and effectiveness across multiple areas of the game. Every game at this point carries playoff implications. Wins are not just about improving records. They're about positioning, seeding, and ensuring that the team can compete at the highest level when it matters most. Fans, players, and the coaching staff all share the understanding that preparation, focus, and execution are essential to continue the season successfully. Each practice, each play, and each matchup is a chance to build towards that ultimate goal of postseason success. The journey from past struggles to this moment has been significant, and it emphasizes how important leadership, strategy, and player development have been in shaping this team into a legitimate contender. The game against the Browns is the next step, a test of readiness, focus, and resilience. Conditions, matchups, and the remaining schedule all contribute to the importance of staying fully committed. Each player on the roster, from starters to rotational players, must be prepared to contribute, whether it's executing their assignment in the secondary, protecting the quarterback, or maintaining effectiveness in the run game. Depth matters, and the Bears have built that depth strategically through coaching, talent acquisition, and development. The pressure and expectations around playoff qualification make this stretch critical, and the team is clearly aware of what's at stake. From Gordon's injury to the performance of rookies and the preparation for upcoming games, the Bears are navigating a complex but promising situation. Leadership from the coaching staff, combined with strategic use of talent and player development, has created an opportunity for Chicago to continue making strides. Focus, execution, and resilience remain the keys as the team looks ahead to crucial matchups. Each step, from practice to game day, has implications not only for wins and losses, but also for the culture and future trajectory of the franchise. The progress made this season, particularly after years of challenges, demonstrates that the Bears are building towards something meaningful, balancing growth, talent, and competitive fire as they head into the final stretch. The mindset instilled by Johnson and his staff is clear. Every game counts, every play matters, and there is no room for complacency. Young players have been trusted to step up and deliver, veterans are contributing at high levels, and the coaching staff has established a culture of accountability, focus, and improvement. This approach has translated into a Bears team that is not only competitive, but also developing a foundation for sustained success. Even amidst injuries, roster adjustments, and the pressures of the playoff race, Chicago is showing that it can compete, adapt, and continue progressing. The Bears' journey this season underscores the value of leadership, depth, talent development, and strategic planning. Players like Kyler Gordon, despite setbacks, remain central to the team's potential, while other members of the roster are stepping up to fill gaps and maintain performance. Practice reports, player availability, and coaching strategies all converge to ensure that the Bears are prepared for each challenge ahead. Each week brings new tests, and the ability of the team to stay focused, execute effectively, and maintain resilience will determine their path to the postseason. The emphasis on consistency, preparation, and performance under pressure has defined this season for Chicago. Every matchup, from divisional rivalries to critical late-season games, demands attention to detail, strategy, and physical readiness. Players, coaches, and staff alike are navigating these demands, building toward not only immediate success, but also a culture of accountability and growth. The Bears' identity as a team that fights through adversity, maximizes talent, and develops its roster strategically is more evident than ever. making this stretch of games essential to their trajectory and legacy. The next game, the performance of rookies, the recovery of key players, and the leadership on and off the field all contribute to the story of this Bears season. Each element is critical, from execution in the secondary to offensive efficiency and the ability to respond to challenges on the fly. The combination of talent, coaching, and preparation has positioned Chicago to capitalize on opportunities, make strategic adjustments, and continue competing at a high level despite setbacks. This is the Bears' chance to translate development, strategy, and potential into tangible success on the field, with every game carrying significant implications for the playoff push. Ben Johnson's leadership, combined with the trust placed in rookies and the performance of seasoned players, has created an environment where growth, resilience, and competitive focus are paramount. As the Bears navigate injuries, challenging matchups, and critical moments late in the season, each decision, adjustment, and play becomes part of the larger narrative of the team's trajectory. The commitment to preparation, strategic execution, and player development underscores the importance of this final stretch and the potential for Chicago to continue its rise as a competitive, playoff-ready team. Continuing with the Chicago Bears story, let's shift focus to the broader context of the team's performance, player dynamics, and what this stretch of games means for both the players and the fans. The Bears season has been a journey of adjustments, growth, and overcoming challenges that would test any roster. Injuries like Kyler Gordon's have forced the team to adapt, while also providing opportunities for other players to step up and showcase their abilities. The secondary, for instance, has had to shuffle personnel due to health concerns, but with Jalen Johnson returning to full participation and the development of C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Deshaun Wright, and Tyreek Stevenson, the Bears have managed to maintain a solid defensive presence. Jaquan Brisker continues to anchor the back end, and Kevin Bard's playmaking ability adds another layer of security, giving the coaching staff flexibility in coverage schemes and the chance to create pressure situations against opposing quarterbacks. Each adjustment made in the secondary is a testament to both the depth of talent and the strategic thinking of the coaching staff, which is trying to balance player health with performance expectations. Offensively, the Bears are leaning heavily on consistency from their skill players and the offensive line. The offensive line, particularly with contributions from players like Era Chapillo and Azeez Ojulari, has shown significant improvement in pass protection and run blocking. Their ability to give the quarterback time to make decisions and to create lanes for the running game has been a cornerstone of the Bears' offensive identity. Even with some inconsistencies, the coaching staff has continued to trust the linemen, allowing them to build confidence and cohesion over the season. This trust extends to the skill players as well, with rookies being given meaningful opportunities to perform in game situations, which has resulted in both growth and a more balanced attack. Players like Luther Burton and Cohen Loveland have demonstrated the capability to contribute effectively in key moments, reinforcing the notion that development under the current coaching regime is paying off. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The Windy City is humming with a strange, excited tension once again. A quiet murmur began circulating through league circles late last night, and by dawn it had swelled into full-blown chatter. The Chicago Bears may finally have their new defensive coordinator lined up, and insiders are calling it one of the most surprising moves the franchise has made in years. Nothing is confirmed, of course, but the tone of those talking suggests something big is indeed coming. Whispers began when a handful of players were reportedly seen leaving Hallis Hall with knowing smiles, refusing to comment, but hinting that change is coming. That alone would normally be dismissed as off-season noise, yet the frequency and consistency of the talk have grown too strong to ignore. Several figures close to the team have described the incoming coordinator as a game-changer, someone whose style marks a dramatic departure from the Bears' recent defensive identity. One source even suggested that the hire is bold enough to shock the league, though, as always, no names have surfaced. Fans, meanwhile, have been dissecting every clue. Social media threads are overflowing with wild theories, from established veterans to unconventional, innovative minds outside the NFL pipeline. The mystery surrounding this rumored arrival is only fueling curiosity. The Bears have traditionally been tight-lipped with internal decisions, but this level of secrecy feels deliberate, almost theatrical, as if the organization wants the reveal to land with impact. Still, questions linger. Is this new figure the leader who will restore Chicago's storied defensive swagger? Could this be the moment the franchise pivots toward a new era? Or is all this just smoke swirling without fire? For now, the truth remains tucked behind closed doors at Hallis Hall. But one thing is undeniable. Something is stirring. The anticipation is thick, the speculation louder by the hour, and the rumor mill refuses to slow down. If the buzz is to be believed, the Bears' next offensive mastermind is not just arriving. He's about to shake everything up. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.